Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. It's going to be a general reading for the collective. See what Spirit wants you to know at this time. And if you would like a personal reading, check out the description box below. It also has information down there on all my other products. So we're going to get three energy cards to see what the theme of the reading is going to be. Then I'll put down some tarot and get some final messages from one of the oracle decks. Okay, I ask Archangel Michael to watch over and protect me as I do this reading. What does the collective need to know? Three cards, one at a time, please. I hope everyone's doing well and that you're all feeling good, safe and protected. Okay, let's go. Three cards, one at a time, please. Spirit, what do you need us to know at this time? Okay, so we have wealthy man. Interesting. Let's see what else. This could be a reading about someone's finances. Someone's waiting for this wealthy man or communicating with this wealthy man. One more, please. What's this wealthy man got to do with this situation? There's a time element. They have high honor. This could be someone involved in the military or high up in the government, has a lot of integrity, is financially stable and abundant. Someone might be expecting this person to come towards you. Could be a police officer or a lawyer or a judge. Someone with integrity who has authority and power. Someone could be waiting for this person to give them a sign or a message. Person provides stability. Okay, Spirit team, please show me what this reading's about. What does the collective need to know about this situation, about this wealthy man with high honor? What's he doing here? What's his position? Why should the collective expect his arrival? Overall energy, thank you. Someone here was false in their love declarations. They were manipulative with someone's emotions here. They're not feeling loved, or they're feeling unloved or unlovable. They bore false witness here, is what I'm hearing. And they're looking straight at this wealthy man. So someone love-bombed, gaslit, used kind words to get someone's cup and they poured it straight out. Took it for granted. There's a lot of neglect here. You were neglected. They didn't take care of you. There's no kindness or love in this person. Very miserly is what I'm hearing. The challenge here is the Three of Wands in reverse. So someone's lost their path. There's nothing coming in for them, nothing good. Really unsure where this wealthy man steps into it, because this is a different energy, this Knight of Cups energy. It looks like an ex. This wealthy man is a different person that's coming towards you. So this Knight of Cups has lost their way in the world, is what I'm hearing. Three of Wands, nothing's coming in for them. They can't make any plans. There's no arrivals. It's something to do with how they manifested in love. What's in the subconscious here? They're out of opportunities. No opportunities coming in. There's nothing that they love. This ex-person who was emotionally manipulative, emotionally unbalanced. Nothing coming in for them. There's no love around them. They don't want to offer their love to anyone, or they're unloving, or they're unlovable. And they're expecting someone of high honor to come towards you. In the subconscious, we have the Eight of Wands. So yeah, they could be worried about someone moving towards you and making you a love offer, moving towards you quickly and offering you love. There also could be some, because the expectation card is here, they could be worried about receiving some sort of communication, like they've been waiting for this, and it's to do with emotional manipulation, not getting what they want, and a loss in love. They don't want to look at this communication. They don't want it to arrive. They could be waiting for it from this wealthy man who has high honor. This could be a lawyer or a judge. So they could be waiting for communication regarding that. In the recent past, we have the King of Coins in reverse. So someone who mismanaged money. They lost a legacy here, mismanaged a business, pilfered company funds, exploited workers, someone who doesn't know how to manage money correctly and they're a show-off. So that could be this Knight of Cups, very immature, uses emotional manipulation to obtain financial advantage over other people, very deceptive. In their thoughts, Page of Wands, they're expecting this news to be bad. They're expecting to receive bad news. Something to do with an investigation or having to look at things from a different perspective with the Hermit. Could be to do with how they're seen in the community as well, or their health. Yep. Or hearing, they don't want you to have love with anyone else, so they could be hearing that you've got a new partnership. Now, they're expecting this bad news. They don't want to look at it though. Nothing's coming in for them. They can't fulfill anything. They've lost a whole bunch of money, like a lot of money. They could be bankrupt here. They are going to have to, whatever this message is or news or quick moving information, that it's going to force them to look in a different direction. This could be a detective looking into them, this wealthy man. Someone's being looked at here. The Hermit, needing to see through the dark. They could be ill. They could need a hand. They could need assistance and they're getting rejected. If someone has integrity in this situation, they're not helping them. They're asking for help and they're not receiving it. What's in the near future in this situation? I really think this wealthy man is some sort of detective or lawyer. Someone involved in the law that's involved with your ex somehow, and then not helping them in the way that they expect. Now, they could also find some information out that this person doesn't like, and it's communicated to them and they don't want to acknowledge this. In the near future, they're still trying to manipulate and control a situation, especially communication. They're being manipulative about how they communicate to this detective or lawyer. Playing games is what I'm hearing. Denying. They're in denial. But their paths are all closed. There's no Page of Wands in reverse, no path, no journey, not being able to move forward. Three of Wands, nothing's coming in for them, no new opportunities. Whatever they've put out into the world has been lost, stuck or stagnant, not coming back. So, yeah, near future, they're doing bippity boppity, hocus pocus, trying to manipulate a situation quickly. They're trying to get out of a situation too with the Knight of Wands. And they're going to feel like they have to look over their shoulder because they're losing friends here. There's no compassion, empathy, kindness around them. It feels like they're constantly going to have to look over their shoulder. And they're moving forward quickly and passionately with this hocus pocus to manipulate whatever this investigation is, whatever this Hermit energy is. How do they feel about this, Spirit? They're in the reverse. Anyway, they're upside down. No money, no love around them. And there's negative news coming in constantly is what I'm hearing. They're feeling like you're a blessing and they lost their one true love, or they're feeling like they need to manipulate in order to get this win. Again, looking over their shoulder, chasing their tail all the time. In the environment, there's a King of Wands, so they could be worried about some sort of business leader or someone attractive wanting to head towards you. Or they're feeling like they wish they were a better business leader or had more passion. Five of Cups, there's regret here for being in this passionate energy. Lots and lots of regret in their environment and no love, and there's a lot of rejection, a lot of sadness. They want to present themselves in their environment. They present themselves as this King of Wands is what I'm hearing. They present themselves as someone with honor and integrity, but they're not. They're actually a Knight of Cups and a King of Cups in reverse. There's nothing kind, loving, or stable about this person. They use their sexual energy to manipulate people and to manifest, and they steal off others. Now they're in deep, deep, deep despair and regret with the Five of Cups. People can see it in their environment. You were a blessing, or they wanted to take your blessings. In their hopes and fears, they're worried about losing whatever this battle is. What is it that they're worried? They can't fight anymore. They can't win at all costs. What's this Five of Wands in reverse about, please, Spirit? There's no win. They have to put their swords down. They can't fight. That's what they're worried about. Yeah, and that they have ruined their life with the Star reverse. They're in despair, out of hope. They aren't the one. There's no victory. No light. All the light's being taken away from them. Deep, deep regret and despair. Deep. See outcome here in this situation. So yeah, definitely someone looking into this person's activities, and but the thing is they haven't learnt anything because they're still trying to bippity boppity in the near future. So nothing they do is of any honor. In the outcome, Nine of Wands in reverse. So they can't injure anyone anymore. They're losing their stamina. They can't keep going with this. We have a heap that just came out. I'm not taking them all, but I'll tell you what they are. Ace of Wands, King of Swords, Judgment. Oh, shit. Okay, Archangel Michael is making a judgment on this with a lot of passion. And it could be a judge too, or a detective. Okay. And they're gonna judge that this person is, lack of boundaries, has hurt and injured others. They can't injure anyone anymore. It's going to be stopped. What else about this Nine of Wands in reverse? Yeah, they're still in obsessed, possessed, toxic, addicted, deviant behavior in the outcome. They don't want to change. They don't want to look deep into themselves. They're unloving. They're unloving and evil and disgusting. They hurt people deliberately. They know what they're doing. They manipulate emotionally and they steal from others. And in the outcome, they're still in this energy. They're still trying to manipulate and control, and they don't want to change even though they're in despair and regret, and they're worried about repercussions with the Star in reverse. This person might parade around like they're the shit, but with the Star in reverse, like parading around as the King of Wands, like thinks they're real attractive and everyone wants them. But with the Star reversed, people are starting to see that this person's sad, is what I'm hearing. Five of Wands, they can't win this battle. What else for the Devil and the Nine of Wands? Thank you. Yeah, they're stuck. They refuse to move forward. They refuse to see the truth. They've, you know, manipulated so much they don't know what the truth is here. They've told so many stories that they can't keep track of them as well. They're definitely addicted. Judgment on the bottom of the deck. They're being judged for this. Well, keep doing what you want to do, I guess, but you're gonna be stuck. The judgment could be that they're hung. They're stuck. No forward movement, not able to harm anyone. They can stay in their devil energy, but they're not going to be able to hurt or harm anyone else. Yeah, this person flips and flops their energy into good guy, bad guy. They portray themselves as a good guy, but they're actually a bad guy. Can I get some closing messages about this reading for the collective, please, Spirit? One card at a time. I'll get 9 cards. What does the collective need to know? Any closing messages, please, Spirit? They're gonna live in a world of dead silence, is what I'm hearing. Wow. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, they can't influence anyone anymore. Their influence is being taken away from them. They're a snake and a liar and a thief, and they try and persuade others' opinions. We've got Libra. So yeah, they're stuck in their head. They believe they're right. They're actually arrogant with ostentation, idealism. Yeah, stuck in their head. They think they're a horse, but they're actually a donkey. They try to interfere with convention here. They don't follow the rules. They're obnoxious, is what I'm hearing. But they can't influence anyone anymore. They're full of puff, is what I'm hearing. They're a blowfish, full of hot air. Someone could be looking at their stability and how they've obtained things of glamour, is what I'm hearing. They like to create drama. They start, like this lion has got their mouth open like they're roaring. So they could get very angry and just start screaming at people. That's how they communicate to get their way. They start just shouting things like, shut up, let me talk, like that sort of thing. Like, listen to me, don't fuck around with me, that sort of thing. This one flipped out and then flipped back over, so they don't want this to be seen. Yeah, they have no versatility. They refuse to look at truth when it's presented to them. They're stuck in their head. They refuse to see the light. They don't want to look at other people's opinions or viewpoints. They're stuck in their way. Yeah, there's something that's going to be won here. Someone's winning something. There's going to be some sort of win in a building, in a courtyard. There's something to do with authority and the light shining through. Yep. What else? Whoa, that's a lot. Someone's detached, so yeah, there could be personality issues here. They don't see truth and clarity because their mind's all muddled. Yeah, they shouldn't have rebelled. They shouldn't have gone their own way. They shouldn't have gone against what is standard and what is normal in society. They're a flirt. They like to flirt with others to get their own way and to cause it causes people to move away from them. They don't follow the rules here. Yeah, they're resistant to authority, and they challenge authority is what I'm hearing. They're a peacock. They like to think that they're more attractive than what they are. They offer companionship to multiple people and then try to chain them down. It causes a lot of fight, and they're two-faced, and they're always challenging people. They like to dominate and control. Resourcefulness on the bottom of the deck. So you have resources. They're going to be shown for what they are, that they're a dominating flirt who likes to have people around them competing for them. Okay, I hope this helped. I'll see you for your next reading. Bye.